Do you ever wake up and feel the weight of yesterday pressing down on you? The mistakes you made, the words you wish you hadn't said, the things you didn't get done, the fears that whispered as you fell asleep. Sometimes it feels like we roll out of bed already behind, already burdened, already guilty. And then Scripture whispers back, "Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." Lamentations 3:22-23. What a breathtaking truth. Each sunrise is a reset. Yesterday doesn't have to define today. God's mercy is fresh, alive, and waiting for us every morning. Let's unpack what this means, why it's so powerful, and how we can live differently when we really believe it. The context, light in the darkness. The book of Lamentations is not a lighthearted read. It's a series of poems grieving the destruction of Jerusalem. The writer, traditionally thought to be Jeremiah, pours out sorrow, despair, and devastation. And yet, right in the middle of heartbreak, this bright promise emerges. God's mercy hasn't ended. His compassion hasn't dried up. His faithfulness hasn't faltered. Even in ruins, there is hope. This makes the promise even more powerful. It wasn't written in times of ease. It was written in times of collapse. Proof that God's mercy shines brightest against the darkest backdrop. Breaking down the promise. 1. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. Life has a way of making us feel consumed, by stress, by sorrow, by regret. But the writer reminds us, it's God's love that keeps us standing. His love is like a boundary line, saying, "You won't be destroyed. You will not be swallowed up. I've got you." This reminds us that love isn't passive. God's love is active. Even when everything seems to be falling apart, His love acts as a shield, protecting us from being fully overwhelmed. 2. For His compassions never fail. People's patience runs out. Our compassion for ourselves wears thin. But God's compassion is endless. It doesn't dry up like a well in drought. It's steady, unfailing, infinite. This unending compassion allows us to rise each day, knowing we are embraced by God's care, regardless of our mistakes or fears. 3. They are new every morning. This is the heartbeat of the verse. Every sunrise is a sign that God hasn't given up on us. His mercy is not recycled, not leftovers from yesterday. It's fresh, tailored to today's needs, ready for whatever lies ahead. The freshness of mercy is crucial. It reminds us that God does not keep score of our failures. Every morning, we have a clean slate, a chance to start over, make better choices, and experience His grace anew. 4. Great is your faithfulness. At the center of it all is God's faithfulness. Our moods change, our circumstances shift, but God remains steady. He doesn't change with the seasons or the storms. His faithfulness is our anchor. Faithfulness is the foundation of hope. When everything else is uncertain, God's consistent love and mercy are a safe harbor, biblical echoes of new mercy. This theme isn't unique to Lamentations. All throughout Scripture, we see God offering fresh mercy again and again. The manna in the wilderness, Exodus 16. God provided bread for Israel daily. They couldn't store it up. It came new each morning, a perfect picture of daily mercy. Psalm 30, verse 5. Weeping may stay for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Darkness never lasts forever. Dawn always comes. Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? God delights in fresh beginnings. The Lord's Prayer, Matthew 6:11. Jesus teaches us to pray for daily bread, not tomorrow's supply, but today's mercy. Even the life of Paul reflects God's daily mercy. In 2 Corinthians 12:9, Paul recounts God saying, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Paul's trials continued, but God's mercy was renewed day by day, giving him strength for every challenge. Why we need new mercies every morning. Life is heavy, some days more than others, and if we had to carry yesterday's burdens forever, we'd crumble under the weight. That's why God designed mercy to be renewed daily. For our guilt, yesterday's sins may whisper, "You're not worthy." But God's mercy says, You are forgiven, and today is new. For our worries, anxiety about the future can consume us. New mercy says, don't borrow tomorrow's troubles. I'll meet you tomorrow too. For our exhaustion, when we feel too tired to keep going, mercy gives us strength for the next step, one day at a time. God's mercies are like the morning sun. They rise whether we feel ready or not, whether we notice them or not. How to live in the reality of new mercies. It's one thing to read the verse, it's another to live it. Here are some ways to embrace God's mercies every morning. Start with gratitude. Before reaching for your phone, whisper, "Thanks for the new day." Recognize that waking up is itself a gift. Even small things, a warm cup of tea, a smile from a loved one, the sunlight streaming through the window, are reminders of God's mercy. Release yesterday. Consciously let go of regrets or mistakes from yesterday. Write them down and surrender them in prayer. Lord, I leave this behind. Letting go isn't ignoring the past. It's trusting God with it. Receive today's mercy. Instead of demanding tomorrow's answers, ask for today's portion. Pray, give me what I need for this day. By focusing on the present, we train ourselves to rely on God moment by moment. Rest in His faithfulness. When doubts creep in, remind yourself, God's faithfulness is greater than my failures. Speak it out loud if you need to. His mercy is proof that He keeps His promises. Share mercy with others. Experiencing new mercy daily can overflow into our interactions. When we forgive, encourage, or help someone, we mirror God's compassion. This not only blesses others, but deepens our awareness of His constant love. Final thoughts. Every day begins with a sunrise. Every sunrise carries the same promise. God's mercy is new. Yesterday's failures don't define you. Today's challenges don't overwhelm you. Tomorrow's fears don't control you. God is faithful. His compassion never fails. His mercy never runs out. Now I'd love to hear from you. Has there been a time when you felt God's mercy in a fresh way? How does this verse encourage you when mornings feel heavy? Share your reflections in the comments. Your story might be the reminder someone else needs today.